shifting gears, we are about to talk to someone and who's joining us via Skype. It's all about mental health issues, and how you can actually overcome it, and what's it all about, and why is it actually important to highlight mental health these days? Of course, we had COVID, right? And now as we're heading into endemicity, it's still, at the end of the day, it's quite tough for some of us. So mental health issues, we are going to highlight that now, and of course there is a particular play, and I'm just excited because this is a theatre guy right here, and there is a play as well, and it's all about mental health issues once again. And we have right now joining us on Skype, Nur FAIZAH binti Muhammad Hassan, and the topic is ASAL, which is Asal, or ASAL, yeah. So hello, Nur FAIZAH, are you with us? Can you hear us?
Hi, hello, Brandon. I'm with you.
Fantastic.
All right, FAIZAH, how are you doing? Looking good. Thank you for joining us today. Obviously, we are mixing it up a bit because we are going to have our Skype conversation very early on in the show.
Yep.
And we need to find out more about this play, FAIZAH. So, first of all, can you tell us the reasoning behind ASAL, that name? Because it translates to Asal, origin. But when I read the subtitle, A Staging of Mental Illnesses, they're not the abbreviation of Asal. So I am confused as to why you guys have chosen the name Asal for your show. Please state the reason behind it.
Okay, so Asal, if you directly translate it, it does mean origin, but it actually speaks about the origin of Azra, who is the main character, and her journey of mental illness. So the origin of her mental illness.
All right. Okay, can I know, because I know that the staging is about mental health. So obviously, in the past few years, awareness of mental health has increased, actually, from social media, charities, political organizations.
Correct.
And you guys have chosen this topic to bring to the audience. I wonder why you guys have chosen this story to bring out to the public.
Yeah.
Well, technically, back in March, we have already staged Asal, where we had around 200 audiences. And we saw how impactful the play was to our audience, and that we decided that, the same message should be conveyed further to a larger audience, because the impact that it has on people and educating people through that, a play, educating mental illness on a play is something else. Hence the staging of Asal, staging of mental health or stigmas at PJPAC.
Okay, so there is a need to highlight it twice. And of course, mental health issues is something that is actually currently ongoing as well. And it is actually an issue that is hard to tackle in that sense, because at the end of the day, stats have also shown that there are many people out there who do not know that they're actually going through some sort of mental health issue. So with this play, will this highlight further about mental health issue?
Definitely, because the show would actually take you on a journey of a character through a play on how she develops as well as how she battles and deals with her mental illness. There are different mental illnesses that are going to be portrayed during the show. And so maybe a lot of people could relate, as well as maybe not only relate to themselves, but also maybe to a family member, to their friends, hence educating them more on how to actually deal with this kind of illness.
All right. You guys are talking a lot. You said a lot about mental health stigmas. You guys want to erase these stigmas. But I think some people out there, they're not really familiar with these stigmas. What stigmas are you talking about, FAIZAH?
Well, for instance, as an adult at a workplace, if a person were to declare or be known to have mental issues, they would be treated differently, or even to a point where they would be thought to be as incapable of carrying out a task. Whereas as a child, they would be considered or labeled as attention-seeking if they were to be known to have mental illness. And these are just a few of the stigmas that are being
Highlighted, right?
picked out by the audience, by the public.
Yeah. This play totally reminds me of that show, Joker. You know what I mean?
The film.
Because, he's having some sort of mental issue, but everybody expects him to be okay. And when he's not okay and he is actually going out there to grab help, to seek for help, and people, just put him down. So I guess this play is exactly that. Now, talk to us about your character when people highlighted the fact that she is crazy. If there's a takeaway for your audience, what would it be?
Well, for an audience, I would hope that people's perspective would change and that they no longer see like people with mental illness just as crazy and using the umbrella term of crazy instead, and understanding that there are, spectrums of mental illnesses such as, depression, anxiety, or schizophrenia, and the term crazy should hopefully be erased from that, and people will be more understanding of the actual issue, the underlying issue that the characters have.
All right, that's great, FAIZAH. But now I want to ask you a question. Performing arts as an answer for mental health awareness. Is this the right way to go about it? What is 507 doing differently that is different than what other people are doing before this?
Well, I do notice that a lot of organizations, artists, or even charities are doing a lot of great work regarding mental illness. But how 507 is doing our way differently is by choosing to stage a play whereby we bring the audience on a journey to the character of Azra and how she developed as well as deal with her mental issues. That, on top of the stigmas that she had to go through, really gives the audience a clearer and more immersive experience and understanding mental health issues at a deeper level.
Right. All right, FAIZAH, before we go, of course, how can people look out for this wonderful play that's about to happen? Very briefly, where could we look out for?
Well, you can definitely check us out on our Instagram, 507, that's FIVE, Kosong, 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 Tujo, TUJO on our Instagram. Or you can even just straight away buy our tickets on onetix.com.
Yay!
That's what I'm gonna do. Hopefully, I'll have a date to go to the show.
All right.
But I'm very, very excited to follow the journey of Azra,
FAIZAH.
FAIZAH.
Thank you so
we'll see you
much.
there.
Thank you so much, FAIZAH. Thank you so much. And now, ladies and gentlemen, of course, shifting gears as well. We are about to bring on our wonderful guests on this wonderful set, but we have to throw back as well. So here is Brian McKnight on Fresh Brew.